Hey everyone, my name is Elizabeth Bordulis and I'm going to be presenting my personal project presentation for our lean management class. So I am just going to jump right into the PowerPoint. I'm also going to move the camera up just a little bit so you can see the screen a little bit better. I had trouble focusing on both me and the screen. Ooh, sorry, so bear with me here. I'm just going to zoom in on the PowerPoint for now so you can see it better. So yes, let's get right into it. So my project overview is to build and design a website. This is for a company called Adventure Packs, a company that I began creating when I was in college. And back in the spring, I won some money from a grant to create this website. And I just kept putting off this project because it seemed like such a daunting task and I didn't really know where to begin. But I found that with all these project management tools, especially all the ones that I've learned throughout this course, this hefty project became a lot more attainable and just basically simplified the whole thing. And so things like getting a website platform and domain name and designing a theme and having all these little steps organized into a clear-cut system was super helpful. The ultimate goal of my project was to have a fully functioning professional website that displays the heart of the company well. Alright, so the first part of the project was the Lean Six Sigma project charter. I found this to be super helpful for so many different reasons, but basically just because it was a basic outline of everything that I needed to do, and it gave a lot of structure to the project. For me, the most helpful part was the milestones. Having all those completion dates really kept me on track and helped me have like a lot of structure for the project. It was just nice having a clear-cut outline of everything that I needed to do. And then the work breakdown structure, here's mine. This was really helpful in taking everything and breaking it down to the next level. So all the little steps that I needed to take, this was helpful in organizing it even more, and so helped me get down to the nitty-gritty details of everything. Really like the work breakdown structure process. Definitely be using it moving forward. And then the cause and effect diagram, this was really helpful in compartmentalizing everything and then seeing all the different sections of the project and their relationship to one another. This was also super helpful. For sure we'll be using the fishbone moving forward. And then the personal project risk management plan. This was the failure mode and effects analysis. This was awesome for helping me figure out all the things that could possibly go wrong, and then being able to rank the severity and the likeliness of it and things like that was just really cool. I never thought about that before. This tool is awesome too because I love the recommended actions. Like, here are the steps you're going to take to avoid those problems, and then actually the actions taken. So here are the steps that I did to avoid those. Really cool. And then the risks that I had. Starting out, the risk of losing money was probably my biggest risk, but having the grant at the beginning before I even started this project, that kind of eliminated that. And then I guess just like website functionality was something that I was really worried about. And then I had a risk occur that I did not foresee, and that was operational struggles, which I'll speak more on later. But it was just difficult with like some formatting and stuff, but I'll touch on that a little bit more later, like I said. And then this is the Gantt chart. So I had all the steps for completing this, and this was really helpful for a lot of different reasons, mostly just because I could break down things even further, and then I could put a duration on them. So like, this is how long each step is going to take, and here's when I'm starting it, here's when I'm finishing it. It just really helps with tracking everything. I really loved the Gantt chart and will totally use it in the future. One of my favorite parts was the objectives. So I love how you could put what objectives you have and then state how each task is supporting an objective, which is ultimately supporting your end goal. Really cool. Gantt chart overall just helped with managing, controlling, and the whole planning process. Helped me rationalize how long everything was going to take. Helped me adhere to a set timeline and make everything super detailed. And then it helped it was a strong structure that helped outline the why behind each task and whether or not tasks were helping me achieve my end goal. So yeah, the Gantt chart was super useful and helpful in controlling all the details of the project. And then for the actual website that I created, I began by researching website platforms. So Shopify and Squarespace were the two I was trying to decide between. And I'm kind of using both. I'll get to that, I guess, a little bit more in a second. But I started out by securing a domain name, which I got through GoDaddy.com, which is just the name of my company all along, Adventure Packs. And then I started out by using Shopify, and that platform is great for the e-commerce side of things, like the actual transactions and purchasing of the product and things like that. But the interface of the actual website was super difficult to work with, I found. And so I later switched to Squarespace, and I'm going to try to integrate the two. So I'm going to use the Squarespace website along with the Shopify umbrella of the e-commerce side of things. So I'm going to kind of combine them. But yeah, I started out by deciding on a theme, which the products for Adventure Packs are for kids, so they're very fun and adventurous, and I wanted my website to reflect that. And so I started out by designing the website and then getting pictures, creating content blurbs. This included vision, mission, founder, things like that. And then getting approval from my older sister because she does graphic design. So getting her approval was, essential. And then actually testing the website for functionality and things like that. So here's a screen recording. I'm just going to start playing as I'm talking. So this is from the Shopify platform. It looks really nice on the homepage. Actually, the homepage is seriously the best part. It is super easy to use. It was great to add pictures into. It looks very clean and professional. I really liked Shopify when I was first starting out. But then it got really difficult because the homepage is the only page that you can edit the content sections on, which if you're not familiar with the website, that might not make much sense, but basically on all these following pages, like the About Us and things like that, you can see down here, there's just like this random text. I couldn't change the formatting, I couldn't space it out, I couldn't add like a background around it, I couldn't make it look nice and professional. It was just like text. And then also when I got to the product page, it wasn't letting me input any of my product pictures. It wouldn't let me change the prices. I couldn't figure out how to edit anything on the product page, which was super unhelpful. This founder page, again, just like blocks of random text, it just didn't look neat or professional, and I wasn't really happy with the overall outcome of that, so I kind of gave up. I didn't even do the contact us page. The homepage was really the best part of the Shopify platform, so I was kind of disappointed overall in this platform. I think it's supposed to be very basic, but I wanted it to look professional, so that's why I decided to use the Squarespace website platform. So I basically created two websites. This is a Squarespace platform. It's like the same content that I put into the Shopify platform. There's like a fake quote, and there's a few different things and like a few different pictures, but ultimately it's like the same thing. As you can see, same picture for the Who We Are, but I'm gonna pause it right there. This Who We Are section, as you can see, like this part looks so much more professional, and it's the exact same picture, it's the same text and everything, but it looks so much neater just because on this platform I was allowed to put the words in front of the text and little things like that. So all the details just make the biggest difference in the appearance of the website, which was really important for me. So yeah, ultimately the Squarespace platform was better, but over here, this is the shop section. I could put in all of the pictures of my products and the content. I could edit the prices. Super user friendly. And you could click on a product that you like. There's descriptions there along with more pictures. And it looks way better and more professional, which is ultimately the reason why I wanted to go with Squarespace. So there we go, adding it to the cart, and then you could check out. And then this checkout process is where I would integrate the Shopify platform, if that makes any sense. I know that's kind of confusing. But ultimately, here are the lessons that I learned from the website. So I built two websites, like I said. The integration, kind of covered that already. Shopify was very difficult to make the formatting look professional. The tools are very basic, and ultimately Squarespace looked better. and Shopify just didn't look great. And so there was parts of Squarespace that were difficult to use because you had to know how to code, which I don't. So yeah, I mean, they both functioned well and they were both usable websites, but like I've said over and over, Squarespace was just ended up being better for me. The unexpected barrier that I faced was trying to format the website correctly, but I overcame that by using a different platform. So overall, the lessons that I learned in this project was how to organize everything that I needed, how to have an organized way to accomplish my goal well. So basically how to organize everything to get the task done that I needed. The project charter was very basic, yet a super helpful template to get everything organized and clear. That was one of my favorite things that I learned, was the charter. And then really every tool was super beneficial for progress on any project, even more so than I expected. From project risk management, I learned that preparation is key. Preparing leaves less room for obvious mistakes and risks to occur. And then managing a project is a whole lot easier when using these tools. I felt like these tools were essential to this project, and I would say building a website is a fairly easy task. I'm gonna move the camera back out here again so I can talk to the camera. Yeah, so managing a website I felt like was a fairly easy task overall, not super complex, but I can imagine that if you're dealing with a more complex project, that using these tools would be even more beneficial. So yeah, I was able to see how useful these tools could be, and how useful they were in even a seemingly simple project. So yeah, that is the end. You can't really see it, but it says the end. Yeah, so that's my project as a whole. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you have any questions. I had a great time completing this project for this class. I learned a lot about project management, and I'll definitely be taking these tools with me in the future as I progress. Thank you so much. Bye.